Hello and welcome to Miller Realty Group's Talk of the Town Carolinas. I'm your host, Patti Mercer, outside the construction trailer where construction is about to begin. I-77 Gold Hill Road. How's it going to impact you? We'll find out. Patrick Hamilton, you are Assistant Engineer, York County with, I know I missed something. What else do you do in there?
I'm the Assistant County Engineer for the county. My main duty is to manage the Pennies for Progress program. However, I'm also over the C-Fund program, which is the local paving projects we have, as well as some subdivision work and the county roads.
Needless to say, not only are you over a lot of details, the details that you are managing are details that impact like everybody.
We have some very large projects that impact, tens of thousands of vehicles a day. So there's always a light that shines on us, sometimes in a good way and sometimes not so much. But our projects impact the majority of the traveling public throughout the county, so we take that very seriously and we try to do the best we can for the public.
Well, you do a great job of communicating to the public what's going on. I know that it's still a frustrating topic when you're improving existing roads. That's one of the reasons we wanted to talk to you today. Of course, we're standing on site here off of Gold Hill Road, the bypass here in Fort Mill, because there's going to be a huge improvement.
Yes, there will be.
To I-77.
Very big. So we're going to be redoing the entire interchange with Gold Hill and I-77. It'll be a diverging diamond interchange, which will be the first of its kind in the entire state. So it's taken us a while to get through the plans and permitting since it is the first one in the state, but essentially it's going to improve the efficiency drastically of the interchange. It'll make left turns on and off the interstate a lot easier, and hopefully that backup won't happen.
Well, we see that backup like every morning on the commute to and from North 77. So that's going to be great, but it's going to be bad, I guess, before it gets better.
Certainly. So one of the necessary evils of construction is the impact of traffic.
Yeah.
And one thing that we're doing with this project is not all, but the majority of the work will be done at night. The contractor is not allowed to close any lanes during the day.
Okay.
So he'll be limited on what he can do during the daytime. So it'll still be a construction site. There'll still be barrels, equipment. Traffic will probably still be a little slower than normal, but the majority of the work will be done at night with the hope that it will not impact traffic as much.
Well, that sounds good. From the time that it starts and ideally the target date for completion, how long are we talking?
The contractor's expected to get started at the end of September, and the contract has a June of 2021 completion date, so just under 2 years to get it all finished.
Okay, and so we're talking county, we're talking federal dollars. How did we come up with the amount of money to make this happen?
Right, so there's about $2.5 million in federal funds on this job, which is, we're always happy to get additional funding to help out our Pennies dollars.
Yeah.
There's about $12.5 million in Pennies dollars, so it's about a $15 million project altogether. That includes design, right-of-way acquisition, and construction.
I've heard that it's on average 7 years to build a new road or, do new road construction. That's because of all of the preliminary things before you ever get to break ground and start building.
Certainly. The construction is only about 30 to 40% of the life of a project. And with the Gold Hill I-77 interchange, since it's the first diverging diamond in the entire state, the state who reviews all of our plans, they had to develop their own design standards and specifications for it. So this one took a little longer than normal. Also, they wanted to make sure all the I's are dotted and T's are crossed, that, this will be the first one, so this will kind of set the precedent for other diverging diamonds within the state. So this one took a little longer, but we are at construction time now and very eager to get started.
Yeah. So would you say we're trendsetters?
Absolutely.
All right.
York County was the first county to pass the 1% sales tax in 1997, so we're continuing that trend with the diverging diamond.
Do you have a number of how many cars really utilize the interchange on a given day?
Well, I know on Gold Hill Road that in this area there's around, I believe, 30,000 vehicles a day that travel through this interchange. So it's, that's a large amount of vehicles.
There's still so much potential for development in this area that's a lot of traffic now, but it's only going to grow.
Absolutely. So whenever we design our projects, we design them for 20 years into the future. So we have a standard growth rate that we apply out for 20 years to see what's traffic going to be like, not now, but 20 years from now. So the design is to be able to handle traffic for at least the next 20 years.
So there's a lot of stuff going on right on Gold Hill Road and the bypass when it turns into the Parkway. What's happening here and why?
So down Gold Hill towards TKK, we have Highway 160 West heading into North Carolina. That's a 5-lane widening that's under construction now. That project has a scheduled completion date of September of 2020, and things are progressing very well on that project. So that's on track to finish up latter part of next summer. Down in the Rock Hill area, we have Cherry Road, which is that's again about 27 to 30,000 vehicles a day travel on Cherry Road, and we're repaving the section between Alumni Drive and D Street. It's been going on now. The contractor is expected to begin paving any day now out there, so that project will be wrapping up in November. Also in Fort Mill is Highway 21 from Springfield Parkway up towards the interstate, and also Highway 51 to the state line. That'll be a 5-lane widening that we're buying the right-of-way for it now, and hopefully it's planned to start construction the latter part of 2020. So there's some big projects going on, and a lot more in the planning stages. So it's a busy time for the Pennies program.
Yeah, now you mentioned the Pennies program. We know what the Pennies program is, but we also know that new people are coming to our area all
Absolutely.
the time. So why don't we give an overview of what the Pennies for Progress program is really all about?
Sure. So the program started in the late 90s, and it is a 1% sales tax on all goods and services in the county. So people who don't live here are contributing to our tax. They're coming in, they're coming shopping, they're going out to eat. So they're helping contribute towards that funding, and that funding goes towards transportation projects within the county. The tax lasts for 7 years, and every 7 years the voters have to vote again to extend it. So we're currently on our 4th program right now. So it's been 1997 it was approved, 2003 it was extended, 2011 it was extended, and in 2017 it was extended again. So the voters and the citizens of the county obviously have seen the benefit that the program has and continue to vote it in each time.
And you know what really strikes me as such a positive in York County, even before all of that, the input that you seek from citizens just to see how their ideas are working and what they may feel would impact them in a positive or a negative way. And that's why all citizens really need to just have their radar up. Be part of the conversation.
Absolutely. So when Pennies 4 was getting put together, when the project list was being set, there were public meetings held all throughout the county, on the western side of the county, the eastern side, everywhere. Every municipality had an opportunity to present project requests, as well as citizens. So we definitely value their input, and a lot of times the people who travel those roads day in and day out may know a little more about it than we do. So it's very helpful to get their input and their opinions, and for them to make us aware of things that we may not necessarily see.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, we all want what's best and the safest way to travel here and there, and just the quality of life for it to continue in York County.
Certainly, and we understand the urgency that the public has to get these projects done, and we're trying to get them done as quick as we can. Trust us, we're not just sitting around, waiting. We're doing everything we can to work hard, to work diligently, to get these projects completed, because we understand the impact that these projects have on the public.
Well, that's it for this edition of Miller Realty Group's Talk of the Town Carolinas, sponsored by Fairway Insurance. Hey, if you're thinking of buying or selling your home, remember to call Carmen or visit CarolinaHomeSearch.com. While you're there, you can check out past episodes of Talk of the Town Carolinas. Until next time, I'm Patti Mercer. Bye-bye.